Am I the asshole for telling a friend's boyfriend her intentions of getting pregnant? That's the topic. All right, so a couple of years ago, a close friend, Ashley, started a long distance relationship with a guy, Chris. He has been really good to her, and after meeting in person a few times, they decided to move in together. I was super happy for her as she had a few bad relationships over the years, and it was nice to see her in a healthy one. That joy faded the last couple of months before she moved a few states over to be with him. The issue isn't her moving, but as she repeatedly joked about having a baby from Chris. At first, I accepted it as just jokes, but over time, I realized Ashley was serious. For context, Ashley has two children from a previous relationship, ages 10 and 12. Chris absolutely doesn't want kids. He told her this at the start, and anytime she hinted possibly wanting more, he shut it down, saying he's not ready to be a father. He doesn't want any kids, not now, not in the future. And also saying it was a deal breaker. Now, Chris is more than willing to accept her children as his own because he loves her and he loves them as well. He's accepted that they are a package deal with her, and since they are at an age where they are semi-independent, it's not an issue for him. To me, Chris is a real bro for taking on her kids without issue. Hearing Ashley say she wants a baby out of him one way or another bothered me to no end. It's hard enough to find a partner that treats you well and accepts your children. To find one that does and then talk about plotting to force a baby seems gross and manipulative. Before her move, I had sat down with Ashley trying to talk sense into her. At first, she resisted, but finally it seemed she understood how shitty it would be. How shitty it would be. After I felt like she had understood the conversation. I put the issue behind me and helped support her through the hassle of her moving. A few days later, I got a call from a mutual friend who delves into this weekend realm, Juju. She was distraught and confessed to me that shortly before Ashley's move, Ashley had come to her asking for a fertility spell. This friend didn't feel comfortable about it and refused. When pushed, she said Ashley cast a spell for a healthy and honest relationship, but told Ashley it was for fertility. As you can imagine, I was livid, I was mad. I messaged Ashley, confronting her about what I learned, and she laughed it off as she was desperate. But magic is fake anyway, so what's the problem? She then let it slip that since Chris was planning on getting a vasectomy in a few months, she had poked holes in their condoms as a last-ditch effort. At that point, I couldn't stay silent. I gathered up screenshots of all the conversations over the last few months and sent them to Chris. He understandably freaked out and kicked her out. Now, Ashley hates me because she was kicked out after a huge move and didn't have a job or money to support herself nor her kids. She said I'm a terrible person for putting her and her kids out on the streets, and then I will never find peace. Am I the asshole here? Should I have kept quiet? Should I have supported her as a friend? Or should I have kept quiet? So thoughts. What do you think about the whole situation?
I don't think Chris getting Ashley pregnant was any sin. Personally, I don't think it's betrayal.
But there are questions to it. The first question is, why are you in a relationship with the woman and you don't want kids now, you don't want kids tomorrow, but you're having sex?
But wait, hold on. But you know there are certain people who he has already told before the relationship that he doesn't want kids.
I understand the part, but it raises suspicions. Me,
Why?
if I am a woman, I'm with a man, we are doing all sorts of things, like we are having sex and all that, and you don't want a kid. It's not like you said, like you don't want a kid now. Not now, never.
Yes.
No,
But wait, hold on. Why is there the need for more children? You already have two.
It's not about.
She has two children,
The
but Chris
guy
doesn't have
doesn't
any child.
Yes.
And then
So
she
it
wants to
raises- it
have a
raises,
child with
you know-
Chris. But for me personally, they could have their issues. If she gets Chris to get her pregnant without his knowledge, they will find out how to settle it.
Yes.
But for you as a third party to tell Chris, I think it was
Yes, I also don't agree with the lady doing that.
but you
what
shouldn't
sense?
tell you shouldn't tell
but
the
You
friend.
are a third party in the
Yeah,
relationship.
you shouldn't.
Stay out of it.
Stay out of it.
No. You guys are not. You're not grasping the whole context. The
Okay.
issue here is between Chris and then Ashley.
Yes.
Yes.
Chris doesn't want kids.
Uh-huh.
He has told you at the start of the relationship,
You see?
I do not want kids.
How does that concern you?
You see, when
As a
you
third
see, let me
person.
tell you one of the problems about relationship when
So-
there's a third party. In the first place, actually, it's also mistaken for
Telling the guy, yes.
the other lady that Chris doesn't want kids and I want kids for him and all this. You see, those are the issues you start creating for yourself when you start bringing people into your relationship.
And telling people the secrets in your
Yes.
relationship.
You see, me, I don't agree.
But then you can't really blame her because
I can't.
no, you can't really blame her.
I
because
can't.
That's her friend. She would definitely
No,
not.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
it's
you
not
see,
mandated. It's not mandatory.
It's not mandatory to
I
tell
know,
you.
I know. Come on, bro, honestly. Do you know if you are going through relationship issues? You obviously
These are
want to
relationship
find
issues.
It's not. There's no.
Listen,
She decided to tell her friend the secrets in their relationship. It's not mandatory.
Yeah, I understand. It's
So
not
if
mandatory, but then-
if you've been confided in and then you've been told and then someone gives you an information, you don't really have the right to jump your friend and then tell the guy she is with, because you know the benefits she's deriving from the guy, and you know definitely by telling him it will break out those benefits.
Yeah,
You-
I understand that. I
yes.
understand
So
that.
if you knew you saying the truth, which is by technically not even a sin for Chris to impregnate her, it's not. It's not as if she's cheating and then she's betraying the guy and then you're feeling bad for it. Even that, there are question marks. But this is a guy who doesn't want a child. The girl wants a child by him, right? And then she tricks him into getting her pregnant, technically. And then you happen to find out, and then you tell the guy that this is what the girl has done.
No,
That's
why
wrong
do?
now.
Why do?
You
This
listen,
is my question. Why does she need the need for more children? He has told you he doesn't want children. He doesn't want children of his
listen.
own.
But the question is not the
question
name
is
of
not-
about her
the question is
children.
not the need why the lady
It's about-
actually wants more children.
No.
The question is
Was she right by
was she
telling
right and the other girl wasn't it?
the other friend? Was she right by telling the
was
guy?
she right for telling the guy? No,
No.
she's not right. She's wrong. You are not part of the relationship.
Don't you
You are
feel,
not.
don't you feel like they actually is even betraying this?
You see,
That's not that-
that's not the point.
Okay,
The
yeah,
point is the other lady right for telling Chris?
Yes, she's wrong.
She's wrong.
Technically, she's wrong.
You have no business in their relationship.
Zero.
It's their relationship.
Exactly.
But at this point,
Which point?
Actually is
That is why I said. That's why I said in the first place. She confided in you as a friend.
To keep it a
Chris is
secret.
not your friend.
So
you
wait,
are actually his
wait,
friend.
hold on.
You have no business telling
So wait, hold on,
Chris
hold on.
anything.
Hold on. So does that mean if I see you doing something bad,
Yes.
if I did something bad, I'm not kind of like obliged to tell someone else?
You are not obliged.
What do you mean? If you're doing
You are
something
to-
bad,
I'm not killing anyone.
hold on.
You are
If
to
you're
talk-
doing
it's
something
not about
bad, at the
killing.
end of the day, it's
You
I'm
have
not
to
killing
talk to
anyone.
me.
You are not obliged to tell
You
anyone.
are to talk to me.
Apart from
advise
you,
me.
yes.
already talked to,
And I'm not taking
You-
your advice.
So leave it there.
Leave it
It's
there.
beyond your power.
You are to talk. I came to you.
Yes.
Talk to me back. If I agree with your opinions, fine. If I don't, leave it there.
It's beyond your power. No. Masood, wait, Masood, wait. It's beyond your jurisdiction. Let me put it that way.
You have no business.
You
there.
have no business.
You have no
I have
business with
confided
my
in
man.
you. I have told you my secret. You understand me? It's not as if I'm committing a crime of
Even
law.
if it's a crime, even if it is,
And then
it's my business.
Yes, and I have told you about it.
No, your
and then
business.
you've jumped. You advised me. Yes, I decided not to take it. And then you jumped me and told my partner about it. That's
I
none
have no
of the
business
business.
with my partner. You have business with me. I'm your friend. I'm the one who
You have
came
an
to you.
ulterior motive.
That's why I
not
said in
think
the
you have an
first
ulterior
place,
motive.
Ashley was even wrong bringing in the third party.
In relationships, if you bring third parties in
You
breaks,
destroy a
you
relationship.
destroy it.
I don't even agree with partners even sometimes going to their parents to talk about what my husband is doing at home, my wife is doing at no. Sit your wife down, talk to her.
Seem to me the whole point.
Okay, you give
What
the
thing,
point.
I'm not saying.
What?
What's the point?
Ashley's friend was right.
Thank you.
Obviously,
But that's the question.
Wait, hold on. That's the question. But we can just dive into it. See, Chris doesn't want a child. This there.
Oh,
She Ashley's friend betraying her. That doesn't really matter.
It's matter.
That's the question.
That's the whole
The whole thing is about Ashley's friend. It's not about Chris.
But here lies the case. You're talking about children. You are bringing children into the world. A child that the man doesn't want. They want to deceive him.
Listen,
So wait, hold on.
let
So
me tell you
okay, wait, hold on. After what if maybe you are able to conceive?
Yeah,
And
sorry.
then wait,
Yeah,
let me
you
land.
land.
What if you are able to conceive and then now Chris says he wants to responsibility of the child? What will you do?
That is a different aspect. That is why there are laws that govern the country or a state. In Ghana, yeah, we have strategy, we have so many places you can take the man to. But even in the first place, before the 9 months will even come for you to deliver,
Anything can happen.
the man will know that
Yes,
you are pregnant.
exactly.
If he doesn't want it, he knows where to take you to.
Anything can happen. He could even change his mind.
I'm not agreeing to, let me say,
The lady
illegal
between you.
abortion and all those things. But he's a man. He knows what he wants. So if he's saying he doesn't want the baby, and you like some months, he finds out, oh, this woman is pregnant. You know what to do.
What I'm even saying is that,
He
see,
knows what to
Masood,
do.
I think you're actually getting the whole. You're not really getting the
Masood is
question.
emotional about the
Because
man. He's always
the
thinking
question
about the
is
man
about
first.
the friend. The friend is asking, have I been an asshole
Yes.
for actually telling Chris or not?
And you have.
And then we are saying she's been. Whether Chris wants a child or not, that's none of her business. Whether Ashley has 50 children and still wants more by Chris, that's none of her business. The business is, was it part of her what's the name? Was it within her right to jump her friend and then tell the friend's partner what the friend intends doing?
For that, I don't.
Exactly.
I don't.
So basically, that's it. See, there's even a question. Let me just chip this in. There's even a question that, assuming you are working with your boss, and your boss happens to be the partner of your best friend, and your boss is having an affair, and then you find out that he's having an affair. That's your boss, and then he's having an affair, and then you find out, and then he knows you found out, and then he offers you money in order to keep your mouth shut, not to tell your best friend. Would you take the money, or
How much?
would you tell your friend?
How much?
It's
How
not
much?
even
How much?
about how much. Please let me come in this way. Let's even put the money aspect aside. I'm there to work. I'm not working for my best friend. In Nainako.
This way I don't really agree with you. You know your best friend. You want loyalty to your best friend.
Yeah, that's the same I owe loyalty to my boss.
No, you don't.
In the work, I saw it in the workplace.
You saw it in the workplace. It doesn't concern
It
you.
doesn't consent. I've not seen it.
But your boss knows definitely. This is my best friend.
That is what I'm saying. That I've not seen it. Don't worry about me. Me, I've not seen it. Continue. Do your thing.
No, but me, the money there. I'll take
The
it.
money, I'll take it. But
Money down, I'll take it.
That's what I'm saying. Even before the money issue, make care of I've not seen it.
He prefers his job. What if you tell your friend? Your boss finds out and fires you. Meanwhile, your friend says, oh, it's nothing. It's a test of a relationship. Still stays with the boss. And then what have you gained?
But Inako, boss, I've not seen it. Forget. No, you see,
So old.
you see, in this world, there's one thing I've noticed. When you are not able to reach that certain stage of minding your business in a certain way, so that you find yourself in trouble yourself. So you see it like this.
Where?
So
What would you have done? You've not answered. What would you have
What would I
done?
have done?
Yes.
first of all, how much is the money? How much is the money?
You leave there's money.
Because
That's
okay, you know they are.
So
they
it-
are level. You know they are. Maybe you have a best friend. Maybe if I have a best friend for maybe like over 10, 15, 20 years, obviously I'll be obliged to tell you, regardless of the money they are offering me. If maybe
at the cost of your job.
but you know there's not really. Well, nah, I don't think I would rather lose my job and then
Thank you.
I'll have my best friend.
Thank you.
But then you also know if I've known
Let
you
me tell
for
you something.
if I've known you for over 20 years, I'll feel obliged to tell you.
You will feel that is what it's feeling.
See,
let me tell you something. Your
let's-
best friend can find out that later that you knew about it, and he or she will come. So why didn't you tell me? She will be furious, or he will be furious, angry at you. You knew my partner is doing this. You didn't tell me. You didn't do that. You see when maturity comes in, you can sit her down or him down.
It's
Let him
all
or her understand the fact
Facts.
that there are certain things you see. You close your eyes to it.
See,
If it's outside workplace, like I don't know this guy from anywhere, or I'm
That's
not
a different,
connection, that's a different total ball game
see,
altogether.
I had a friend there. I had a friend back in GHS. In fact, she was like a sister to me. She could come to my room anytime with all my brothers knew her. And then she was dating one of our mates. You understand? And this mate happens to be back then. He had a lot of women, and he was even dating a friend of mine from a different school. And I met that friend, and then he was dating a female friend from a different school. I met that female friend, and then she said, "Oh, they are still dating and all that." So I felt, if this lady friend of mine still likes this guy, and then she, whatever, I felt obliged to let her know that, Charlie, The guy, even though I also like him, but no, he's with another girl too. That I told this girl, I sat her down that, Charlie, I met the guy's girl, and then this and that and that and that and that is what she said. This girl, this girl that I told, went to tell the guy exactly what I said, and even mentioned my name that I have told the guy. I have told things like that about him. And then he in turn went to ask the other girl and want the other girl to stay off.
See.
And then I'm coming. And then the other girl understood and then stayed off. Now this is the thing. I didn't really know what was going on, but I realized I heard from another friend that this guy said he wants to see me, that I was going to break his relationship. It wasn't my intention to tarnish his image. I only thought of the female friend I had to protect her, sort of. This same female friend I thought to protect him. At the point in time, started seeing me and passing by me.
Oh, thank you.
I wondered, what have I done to this girl that I've seen her by the roadside? She pretended she didn't see me. She traveled outside, we're speaking, normal. She came back, she didn't tell me. She told me she's back. She didn't came here the day she came back. Then a week after I saw her, she pretended she didn't see me. I saw her again, she pretended she didn't see me. Now you know the thing is that, to cut a long story short, they are married.
No, they are married now.
They are married. They are married. They have children. Everything is peaceful. Now you see, that's the thing. Each time I see them, even though I'm happy for them, back in their minds, they feel
They have a problem with you.
they have a problem with me. I'm the one who tried to break that joy. You get the whole point. For every relationship, there will be issues. So if I see something which doesn't really concern me, and I know if my partner, that my friend doesn't see it, nothing will happen.
Thank you.
I'm here.
You see,
Quiet.
I was watching this podcast. This Adwati, there's this lady, I forgot, Cookie. She came, like, she was, I don't know if she's not part of the host, the TV host. She just came on the podcast. They were asking her something about body count. Do you know what she said? When she's in a relationship with you, she doesn't care if you have sex or with 1,000 people. Right? Now that she's in a relationship with you,
That's what she
counts
cares
her
about.
1-1.
One.
That's what she cares about. There's this story that happened way back, after we completed SHS. When I start saying it, you will know. You understand? I left JHS with our 3-4 friends to the SHS. One guy who wasn't in my school was trying to move to someone in my school. And there's a friend in my school which I'm like this with. The same house, the same class, everything. Also wants that girl. But the other guy in other school calls on my phone to speak with the girl. Imagine I'm telling this one. Do you know what will happen? So there are certain things when you see you've not seen. It shouldn't be your business. So Ashley's friend is wrong.
Totally.
Telling Chris.
Wait, hold on. You know, there are some people maybe they only feel okay with their conscience. Their conscience will still keep worried them that I should have said something.
You should train yourself.
No, they are maybe.
Are you one of them?
I'm sure he is, because you see when you get to, I posted this thing on my status like 2 days ago that a man who doesn't care today was someone who used to care so much
before.
then. Until you reach that I don't care stage this time,
But
you
know
wouldn't understand
that,
certain things.
you know that if it's maybe this guy, no, the way I am with him,
You tell him.
regardless of the really like the repercussions, maybe I'll lose my job or something.
Because you might know how I will handle it. But yeah, we are talking about a woman.
Wait, hold on, let me know. But here that's the case, the way I am with him, I'll have to tell him. If I see maybe his girlfriend is from, I'll have to tell him. Because even if I don't tell him, anytime I see him, I won't feel okay.
But see, at times too, you might think you're actually telling the person what you've seen, but you've not really seen it. It could just be something of your imagination. You break something that you are not really privy to.
But that also makes sense. But there are certain things that when you see that.
You might see someone entering a hotel that they are not really going to see.
That's
For that one, to me, sometimes I go to hotels to
For that one, like that, let's make this speculation. But
yes.
Here, like the case, I'm seeing his girlfriend sitting on another man's lap. They are morphing and things. What do you mean? Yeah, obviously cheating on my friend. Obviously, if I see him, I'll have to tell him. Regardless of the consequence, I have to tell him. If it's maybe a friend of mine, maybe like I don't really know you that much. I wouldn't really care. Because at the end of the day, I don't owe him loyalty. But I owe him loyalty. I have to tell him. If I see his girlfriend cheating on him, I have to tell you. I will leave you.
You tell
This
me.
guy mostly I see maybe 5 or 6 times a week. So all this time I'll have to pretend with him. And he just can you just put him where that way.
So you tell him and then he still goes back with the girl and then they see you as a third party like my case. What happens?
Then him, this guy, me, and we'll get, we'll fight. But I don't know because you're making me look stupid.
Oh no, but you know, like if it's me in the first place that he comes to tell me this, we are done. No? The relationship we are done. No? Oh no.
Obina,
Oh, Ngbena.
you will cut the girl off.
Oh no, Ngbena. No, you see, it's not about evidence. Because I know, you see, when it comes to certain relationship issues or certain problems, I know there are certain people that when they come, what they are saying, it's fact.
But people change.
Oh, people don't change. I mean, I know they are there. You see, people change, yes. And even if you don't accept change as a human being, you are being stupid.
People change because
Yes, you have to.
someone
You see, you see, first, when you ask me, oh, what do I want in a woman? I'll first be telling you about looks. Let's say when you asked me this question like 5 years ago.
yes.
But today, yes, you have to be beautiful as a woman. But that is not what, like,
Exactly.
you understand? So the change there, personally, I believe change comes with maybe growth. And
Exactly.
everything. Like, yes, so as a human being, there we all change. Even when you look at my throwback, right, you see that I've changed. So that one there is there. But you see, there are situations that I have friends that when there's something going wrong and he comes to say, or she comes to say, I know this person, maybe like the person has even gone through a lot before being able to manage to say it. Yeah,
Won't you investigate further?
I'm not saying I won't investigate it, but I know this thing this person is saying is true.
Really? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
There are friends that when they come,
Really?
But
Oh, no, I mean serious.
I've known him, I can say like
there are things.
But it doesn't
no,
really matter to
wait.
me.
You play. Not even let's even take him out. I have friends that we play with, but there are certain situations when this person says it's A.
Have you not seen best friends from birth stealing their friends' girlfriends?
So I mean, if this guy, if I see with a woman and he is misbehaving towards the woman is nice, I'm gonna break it up and I'll go and take the woman. and
So
marry
I
the
can
woman.
equally come and tell you something about your woman that might not be true.
I'm not saying that it's not what you're saying is not true. But I'm saying that I know my friends I'm talking about. Even though people change, I know those people I'm talking about that when this person says he has seen this or she has seen this,
That it's true.
fact.
He also
No, it has happened to me before. So, and I know in the long run, when I start looking out for what the person said,
you find out
I'll
it's true.
make the correct
You
answers.
also have the same opinion
of him, yes.
of him. Me, I don't have anyone. I don't really have anyone like that. So I personally don't have any.
I think it's just based on trust and then the relationship you have with the person. Although yes, trust can be broken or whatever. But there are certain stages I feel like I can trust with that.
Yeah, for me, trust is
Understand.
it depends on the situation where I trust.
That's what I'm saying. There are
it
situations
depends.
when the person comes and says, I've seen A, B, C, D.
Then you know that's
Oh,
But for I know there's also certain friends that they'll come and say something.
I don't believe.
I won't even pay mind to what you're saying. You understand? But like anyway, even but
it's subjective.
it's subjective. Yes,
You know,
definitely
it's
subjective.
everywhere. Okay.
But back to your point. Ashley's friend, I agree with Ashley's friend. I agree with her.
Oh,
She should have told Chris.
That is your
If Chris
opinion.
doesn't want a child, Chris doesn't want a child.
I'm not saying.
Don't scam the guy into
So
getting the baby out of him.
you believe she did well by telling Chris.
Yes, she did okay. What she did was very right.
That is you. But me, I also stand by my point that she has no business telling Chris. You are not in the relationship.
I also agree with you.
You are in the
I'm
relationship.
talking about kids here.
He's zero of the relationship. She
You
has
have
no business.
in the relationship.
She has no business.
Mind your business
Mind your business.
and stay off their relationship.
She has no business. She has no business.